Uzoma Nkem Abonta, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, part of the cardinal principles we agreed was to strengthen transparency and eliminate corruption in the system. We so agreed. This bill, Mr. Speaker, is not aimed at establishing another accounting body. Rather, the bill seeks to fill the vacuum that exists in fraud investigation. Mr. Speaker, the Chartered Institute of Forensic and Investigative Auditors of Nigeria is not another body, neither it has come to duplicate or add to a body, but anti-fraud body, saddled with responsibility, providing skills relevant for professional use. Mr. Speaker, it will interest you to note that pre-1965, there are no forensic investigation anywhere in the world. So any law on auditing, investigation, pre-1965 had no forensic component. Mr. Speaker, some persons seem to quarrel about the use of the word auditor. That for you to be an auditor, you must be XYZ chartered to be an auditor. No, it's not so. We are in a world where the fraudsters had gone very scientific, using technology negatively. Therefore, we also need a forensic technology, a forensic mechanism to unravel the fraud mysteries, more so advanced fee frauds. Mr. Speaker, the bodies we have now are trained not in fraud auditing or investigative. They are merely in ICANN and let's keep the books and formulate what could be on the companies. But forensic auditors are trained, skilled in fraud detection and prevention and criminal activities. You don't need to be an accountant to be a forensic investigator and auditor. Lawyers are there. I'm a member. Police officers are there. Economists are there. Sociologists are there. It takes a combination of these teams to unravel. Of course, scientists are there. Mr. Speaker, you can be very close to your ATM. Somebody else is just decoding what you're doing in your card ATM machine. It's scientific. It needs forensic auditors or investigators to know what you are doing. We're talking about cybercrime. That's another area they specialize in training and auditing. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, is there any training in ANAN or ICANN about cyber auditing? Yes. What we are saying is, sorry, please, I think we should listen to members in silence. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, let me read a little background of the bill. The emergence of forensic and investigative auditing on the global scene was based on the realization that fraudsters had gone sophisticated and, in some instances, taking advantage of 21st century digital revolution to perpetrate that was undetectable by conventional and statutory auditing. Major accounting and auditing scandals which had led to the collapse of corporate giants in the United States and parts of Europe compelled many corporate organizations in Europe to introduce forensic auditing. You don't know what we're having in Nigeria today? Most companies are collapsing because of poor auditing forensically qualities. We are told, I don't mention names, we are told that big companies are doing so well. Let me not go far. Banks, they are being audited, they quote major huge profit on papers, yet they collapse. They're either being merged or they're out of market. We can count on a speaker more than 10 banks in a finger that had collapsed. Yet they had auditors who certified their books as fit and proper. Yet nobody had been disciplined for improper information that led to collapse or loss of funds. Therefore, this bill seeks to give a legal backing to establish a Chartered Institute of Forensic and Investigative Auditors. The question to ask is, must we continue with the old pattern? Must we continue in that same way when activities all over the globe is now scientific? Activities all over the globe is now digital. Must we continue to look for the fraudster in an analog manner? No. The present government has been fighting what we do corruption. Continuing this way will mean allowing corruption to still have a fertile ground. Therefore, I want to beg my colleagues, if you don't like the word auditors or auditing, there could be a final redraft that will delete what you know one. But the important thing is we need to have forensic auditors. Mr. Speaker, I want to pose one question. Why is it that each time we need forensic auditors, we'll go to US and UK to bring them? And the thing to know is we will always contact ICANN, who will outsource the forensic investigators outside and bring them and pay them. Why must we do that when we can train and have them here? If we do not need forensic auditors, why are we going out to hire forensic auditors to audit our huge companies, like an NPC? We've had that severally when forensic auditors are being flown in, because they have the skill, the methodology, the sophistication to decode what we are doing. By having this body, we will not only be stopping fraud, we'll also be saving Nigeria the scarce foreign exchange we need. Mr. Speaker, we must allow for professionalism. I'll give you an example. For fear of unknown, for trying to be protective, some bodies or persons are trying to stop this. Mr. Speaker, as a lawyer, I protested when we were about to start arbitrators. Today, I'm a proud arbitrator. That did not take away lawyer's job. But we felt, me and you as lawyers, that, oh no, everything must end in a courtroom. Today, we are doing ADR, where you are encouraged to get out of court. Lawyers will still go there and earn money. You don't need to be a chartered accountant to be a member here. However, it's an advantage. Lawyers are there. Top police officers are there. Sociologists are there. Economists are there. Therefore, if you're in support of fighting corruption, you should be a supporter of this bill. If you're in support that sophisticated fraud should stop, you should be a supporter of this bill. Mr. Speaker, Senate passed this bill in their wisdom and had a full-blown public hearing. And it was sent to the House since 5th July 2008. Almost 1 year. We're still holding to it. That's why it was sent to the House for concurrence.
2008.
2018. 2018. Sorry? 2018. So if the red chambers had the wisdom of public hearing, they called the expert and he said true. Should green chambers be those who don't want to support what will bring sanity and thoroughness in Nigeria? Let us open our minds for new methodology. Let us open our mind for new things. Mr. Speaker, recently, both of us tried to float a new area of law, legislative law, of which MBA had also granted us a place every day, Legislative Lawyers Association. We were there. Those who practice legislation, having spent 20 years here, why will I not be able to say I'm a legislative lawyer? Practice legislation. If I live here and I'll be an authority and a draftsman in legislation. So every time as the world grows older, new things will emerge that would not contemplated as we're drafting this. Therefore, I want to beg my honorable colleagues, particularly those who are accountants and so on, to key into this. It won't conflict with what you're doing. It won't stop with what you're doing. It will rather increase what you're doing and improve what you're doing. So key into it and let's save Nigeria. Save Nigeria by allowing this bill to go through. I so argue, please. Thank you.